this. Alright. This is kind of like not right. Oh. Screw it. So I'll wait a couple minutes, see how this is gonna go. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. Maybe not right doing it on my iPad. It's alright. Screw it. So I want to do a live video. I want to thank everyone who helped me get to enough subscribers, my wife, as well as friends and family. I got enough people to subscribe so I can do this live. I prefer doing it live because it's not recorded, it's not rehearsed, it's not edited, it's just me being me. Let me see if I can get this so. There we go. Box. That works. Move this over here. There we go. Alright. There we go. Hey, what happened? There we go. Alright. Screw it. Okay. So I like doing these things rehearsed and maybe over time. I like doing these live. Let's get back to where I was. So I want to thank everybody who subscribed for subscribing to be able to, for me to be able to get to this point where I can just do it live. I was kind of debating between two different videos to do tonight, and I decided to do this one. And on top of it, still wasn't 100% sure until just finished up with a church service back home, which I'm able to attend online. And something the pastor said, he said, sometimes God allows us, bad things happen to us, or for us to go through difficult situations so that we can bless or help others. So that's was kind of confirmation that I was going to go ahead and share this lesson that God had kind of taught me, as well as I hope it helps somebody. It's not going to be so much dealing with the Bible or whatnot. It's just I'd say an experience that hope it helps somebody else who may need it, or may encourage somebody else to continue doing what they're doing. And I'll just go ahead and get into it. So a little history of where this is coming from. So I was married. I was married to my ex-wife for 18 years. And I can say around, well, she did have medical issues. She had a lot of medical issues. And doctors started helping her with some pain that she had back in 2008. And that's when she got introduced to Percocet. After that, she was doing fine. And then in 2010 is when I started noticing that she started having a problem. And that continued on for the rest of her life. And then in 2021, we separated. In 22, we started our divorce. And in February 23, our divorce became finalized. Shortly after is when I moved to the Middle East, pretty much where I've been working ever since. And then January 15th, I got a call from a mutual friend that let me know that she had passed away during the night. Long story short, she had been partying with a friend, and she had taken too much alcohol and Percocet, and she passed away in her sleep overnight. So that's kind of the backdrop of where I'm coming from and kind of what I wanted to share tonight. Kind of what I want to share with people is, one, if you are struggling with substance, if it doesn't have to even be hard drugs, right? It can be prescriptions, right? Even if you think you have a control over it, but you have family members that are raising, hey, I'm doing well, how about you? If you have family members that are trying to bring it up and saying, hey, we noticed there's a change, or we noticed, hey, there may be an issue, I want to encourage you to listen to them, even if you think you have a problem, because these are the people that are closest to you, and if they're bringing up a concern, it's for a reason, right? They know you the best. They see you on a regular basis, or if they're family, they see you daily. They are the ones who will be able to tell if there's changes in you. And typically people don't bring up concerns for changes that are positive, it's a negative. And that's, unfortunately, that's what substance abuse does. You think you have control over it, but it's slowly ruining you as a person. It ruins your personality, and it ruins your life. I saw that firsthand. You know, my ex-wife was not always the person she was from about 2010 on. There was obvious changes, things that she was doing that she probably wouldn't have done if she wasn't chasing the high. And it kind of, over time, I believe it changed her, the way her brain was operating, maybe the brain chemistry, and it really changed who she was. Unfortunately, those type of things also cause, I know firsthand, damage to the ones around you, the ones that love you, who are sitting there trying to help you. And when you're more focused on obtaining resources, or how to get your next high, or doing this or that, manipulating systems so that you can continue chasing that high and getting your fixes, it hurts the ones around you. So if you are someone who has family members like that, or who are trying to bring those concerns up to you, those types of concerns up to you, I encourage you to take a step back, take a look at what you're doing, because what you think you may have under control really isn't under control, and they're bringing it up for a reason. Now, if you're one of those who are like me and you've got a loved one who is going through something like that, and you're trying to help them, and they don't seem to be listening, they don't seem to be hearing you or caring, there's a couple of things I encourage you to do. I encourage you to not give up. I gave up about 2 years before we divorced. Or I gave up about two to 3 years before we started the divorce. I have lots of videos and pictures that I used to try and get the point across to her if she never understood. The reason I say don't give up is because I have a lot of regrets, a lot of what ifs. What if I had kept bringing it up even after we separated? Could I have made a difference? Could I have extended what I believe probably was the inevitable a little longer? don't give up, but at the same time, protect yourself. Protect yourself and protect your loved ones. The person that is doing this behavior is very destructive. It may not be physical, it may be physical. Definitely protect yourself if it's physical. Remove yourself from the situation. Even if it's not physical, it's still damaging emotionally and mentally. And there are scars that people will never see. Definitely protect yourself from that. Protect if you got kids or other people in that situation as well. Do what you need to protect yourself from them. But I encourage you to not give up. Protect yourself first, but still find ways to communicate to them. Find ways to show the destructive path that they're on, even if you have to fight fire with fire, so to speak. You don't have to be nice about it. You can do what you need to lovingly but sternly to get the point across. That's kind of some things I wish I had done more of. Maybe been more stern. And above all else, if you are someone who's struggling with substance abuse, or even doing recreational stuff, one is damaging to the body, two is damaging to the mind. I encourage you to seek help. There's a lot of resources out there that are been doing this a long time and have the knowledge and experience to help anyone, no matter how far along they are in getting help. If you don't know where to start, you'd always just go to your doctor. Doctors always have local resources and know of places locally that you can go get the help that you need, and they can probably also help you along getting the help that you need. Lastly, and definitely not least, whether you're someone struggling with substance abuse or you're someone struggling to get through to someone who's struggling with substance abuse, I also highly encourage you to either take your issue to God and allow Him to help you with it. There is one verse that I will share. No temptation is, this is in 1 Corinthians 10, verse 12. Therefore, let him who thinks he stands take heed lest he fall. No temptation has taken you except such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able, but with the temptations will also make a way of escape, that you may be able to bear it. So if you are struggling with it, there is no amount of struggling or temptations that we can do as humans that God is not fully aware of or capable of helping us or He Himself handle. It doesn't matter how far along, how long you've been abusing or using, He can help you with your struggles. There is nothing too great. It also, He understands the plight of those who are trying to help a loved one who is abusing. He understands the hurt and damage that comes along with it. And just like He can help someone overcome addiction, He can also help heal the wounds. They may end up being scars. That's kind of inevitable. but he can help you heal, and through prayer, he can help you reach the person. And if it's not you that ultimately reaches that person, you can give the issue to God, and he will bring someone who can help reach that person. So that is my encouragement tonight. And I guess one thing I wanted to do after 18 years with her, I know that if one life is changed, then her experience and ultimately her passing will not be in vain. If this helps someone who is trying to reach someone who is struggling with substance abuse, then sharing this story is not in vain. So I wanted to share that. I know after, like I said, with 18 years with her, she definitely would not mind me sharing this. And ultimately, I pray that it helps someone. So with that, I'm going to end this. It's just getting late where I am. It is just something I wanted to share, and I hope that it encourages someone, one, to either go get help, because if you don't, my ex-wife's ultimate result will happen to you. So get help before that happens. Get help before it happens to you, and then you leave your family with pain and the wondering and the guilt. Could I have done more? If you really love your family, don't put them through that. Don't make them experience that kind of pain. Go get help. And if you are somebody who knows someone who's struggling with substance abuse, hope this story encourages you to continue trying to reach them. Don't give up. Protect yourself, but don't give up. Because if it ends the way it ended for my ex-wife, at least then you will know you did everything until the last. You did everything in your power. And last but definitely not least, in either case, if you want help or you're trying to reach someone, take it to God. Because he will help, or he will bring the people that can help into the person's life, as well as into your life. Because it is a struggle for someone who loves someone who's struggling with substance abuse, and you will need support, and you will need people around you who understand and will support you. He will bring those people into your life to help you as you try helping your loved one. So trust God, bring it to him. And I will end it at this. As I said before, I hope it encourages someone. And I will see you all on the next video. Until then, have a good morning, a good afternoon, or a good evening, wherever you are. God bless you. Now I gotta figure out how to hang this up.